I can't stop eating. Why do I always feel hungry and sleepy? Here's what your body's trying to tell you. Hey gut feelers, welcome to this very personal episode. I'm going to talk about that you just munch yourself through the day, you feel always hungry, and you just drag yourself through the day feeling constantly tired, maybe tired during the day and then active in the night. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I personally experienced, what my personal journey was with these symptoms, and what your body's trying to tell you and how you can get out of that. If you aren't part of the Gut Feeler family yet, I warmly invite you to press the subscribe button so we can stay in touch throughout these videos and build a community of health experts and gut feelers who know what's happening inside their body and who have all the energy to bring out their dreams in the world and share their unique gifts with the world. Now guys, I said this is a personal thing. I'd love to share with you a bit about my symptoms, and then we go into what's the issue and I give you some tips what you can do, how to get out of that. Some of you might know my health story, my personal health struggles. Just in short, I was suffering from allergies for a very long time, since early age. I had asthma, I had all kinds of skin issues, I had low immunity, couldn't really focus and concentrate in school, and then later on, and this is what's important for this video, kind of constantly feeling tired, just like brain foggy and down. And I was always thinking, okay, it's because of the antihistamines that I took for the hay fever, and of course the hay fever allergies all by itself, because the immune system is so active. I had no idea what the real issue was behind that, and that's what I love to share with you, because it just came as like an aha effect. I'm a health practitioner and worked with many clients before, and I've studied medicine and went into all understanding the human body since I'm 14, and it didn't occur to me that this is actually one of the main issues that I was faced with. One of the additional symptoms, apart from feeling tired and this kind of brain fog and confused a bit in the brain, was that I was eating all the time. I needed to eat something all the time. If not, I got like, not like other people who said, oh, I don't remember, I can go hours and hours without food. I was more like, oh God, I always have to have something on me in case I get this kind of energy crush and then I really need to eat something. I even got angry. If I didn't have my food, I got like all kinds of weird symptoms and I got angry, so I always went with food. Now, if that's the case for you as well, you have some of these symptoms that I described for myself, there are two organs that play a major role here in feeling tired and having this craving for food, yeah, like constantly craving for something to munch on, often sweet or salty. There are two organs, and this is the liver. Yeah, if you think about tiredness, always think about the liver. The liver suffers silently over many years, even decades, and then pretty sudden you start getting symptoms. You feel tired, you can't eat fat anymore, you have digestive issues, lower immunity, you get muscle issues. So there is like a myriad of symptoms that come with a sluggish liver. Yeah, even high blood pressure often is related to a sluggish liver and has nothing to do with the heart, by the way. And of course parasites, candida, SIBO symptoms, yeah, all can be related to a sluggish liver. And the second one, and this is really the one that I personally have never thought of, that was an issue for me. I knew I had hay fever, I had allergies and stuff, but I didn't think about this one, and these are our adrenal glands. So we have the kidneys, yeah, they are in the back, in this area here. And then just on top, you have these two organs, which are the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands, they're really like a hormone production area. They produce many different kinds of hormones, but two most important ones are the stress hormones cortisol and adrenaline. I remember that I went to many doctors because of my tiredness, because of this feeling that I needed to eat all the time. I was also sweating when I was just doing light tasks. That's also a very important keynote here, which reminds on adrenal glands. And none of these doctors that I went through, not even health practitioner, nobody said, okay, there's actually something that we need to look in that has to do with your adrenal glands. They all just talk about the immune system and allergies and things like that, the obvious stuff. Actually, a lot of my symptoms were not only caused by the pathogens in my body, like strep, for example, which is responsible for allergies, and a high toxic load of heavy metals, and everything I got from my ancestors, yeah, all the burden of toxins that they gave over to me. One of the main things was also the stress, stress I felt from a very early age. I'm kind of high sensitive, so from a very early age I felt a constant feeling of stress on my body, but also from the environment. If you are somebody who's very sensitive and picks up emotions from other people, you know, maybe you can feel with me how this feels when other people feel angry. You feel it too, you know, and all the stress in your body is just spreading around. And I had that. I was also still a perfectionist. I always wanted to do it really good. And that doesn't help either to reduce stress, neither in school nor in university. And then of course, if you got any health struggles, then the adrenal glands, they try to balance your system and they just exhaust themselves. Now, most people think when they talk about adrenal glands, adrenal fatigue, they think our adrenals are actually not producing enough adrenaline or cortisol. But actually what happens is more like it's more like a pushing out in the wrong moments. They're so stressed and so overburdened with this constant demand for adrenaline because of our eating habits, because we live just super stressful lives. We are in constant fight or flight mode. Because of the other health issues that we carry, the adrenals often don't pay attention to that because they're just hidden. Yeah, they don't make so much important symptoms like the other organs for our gut, for example. I've got some email responses for what videos you want to hear, and a lot of people talk about fasting. Yeah, they want to know more about fasting and if I recommend this or not. One thing that is really, really important here to understand is that if you have adrenal fatigue, if you have any of the symptoms I've described before, you don't want to do fasting, because what happens is your body, especially your liver, your brain and your adrenals, they need glucose, healthy glucose. Yeah, something like what's in here. That's dried figs from Greece. Your body needs this glucose to cool down the nervous system, to fuel every cell in your body. Now we have these anti-sugar movements, yeah, these don't eat fruits because they feed candida or they feed SIBO or whatever. This is really, really dangerous because it puts more stress on your adrenals, and it actually starts, this is not talked about a lot yet, that we actually can get addicted to our own adrenaline. This is why you need the coffee all the time, why you need to watch Facebook every 3 minutes. Has also to do with adrenaline. If we feel tired and we feel like these crashing symptoms, yeah, then did you notice for yourself you either want to eat something, or you want to look Facebook, or you want to drink coffee or have a cigarette? This is because we're addicted to adrenaline. We try to push more adrenaline through our body because of this imbalance that happened. This adrenal fatigue that is so common. Almost everybody of us experiences at least one time in our life. This draining feeling that you can't get out of bed, you feel tired all day, you want to eat all the time, you feel sweaty after light tasks. Or in my case, what I also had, it was like this constant stress in my body that actually just changed when I moved to Findhorn, to a wonderful community in Scotland for 3 years, and really started to slow down and to relax my neurons and allow myself to get like rest and eat whatever was like really healthy to eat. So coming back to the fasting scene, if you have any of these adrenal symptoms, don't do fasting. Don't go into fasting, go into the opposite. I know this is very contrary, don't give me a thumbs down yet, just listen to me. So what your body needs if you have adrenal fatigue and likely also a sluggish liver is you need 3 things. You need mineral salts, yeah, sodium, healthy sodium, not the table salt. Then you need glucose, healthy glucose, not chocolate, fruits. And then the third one, you need potassium. Potassium is one of the main important substances that help to heal your brain. Yeah, they help to, if you imagine this is a nerve, yeah, they have like an isolation. And for transmitting the signal from one nerve to the other, you need, apart from other things, also potassium. Yeah, potassium is also important for helping your liver to heal, for your muscles. One great source of potassium are, for example, bananas, but also here these guys, figs. Yeah, awesome source. Dates are rich in potassium. Your body tells you what it needs. Yeah, I felt okay, I needed to eat all the time because I actually needed to. It was not that I was just emotionally addicted to food. I actually got physical symptoms if I didn't do the snacking because my body got under more and more stress. Normally our liver is the organ that stores glucose. Yeah, so if you're somebody who doesn't have any of these symptoms I described, you can go hours and hours without eating and any kinds of stimulants like coffee, for example, and you just feel fine. Yeah, you eat 3 times a day and everything's fine. Then you likely have a good storage. Hey, fly! Then you likely have a good storage of glucose in your liver. But Most of us don't have this because our liver is overburdened, we have toxins, we have pathogens in our body. So our liver doesn't have enough glucose, which it needs to heal, by the way. So it's important to trust your body and eat all the time, or at least 1.5 hours every 2 hours. And then what I recommend you to eat is not the chocolate or the coffee or the latte. It's a balanced snack. So for example, you eat one of these wonderful pieces of celery here, and then you have, together with that, you have a dried fig, for example, have potassium here, and then you have an apple for the glucose. So you get like a perfect mix, which helps your adrenal glands to not need it to go into stress mode and produce adrenaline to keep your blood sugar on a stable level. Then you help your liver to heal with the glucose, you help your brain because there is a lot of fuel in there. Healthy glucose can actually go through the blood-brain barrier and really reach your neurons and cool the stress in your brain down. Glucose and fructose, they are cooling on your body. They cool your liver, they cool your nervous system. That's why if people go to the dentist and you're scared of the dentist like me, then afterwards you have like a chocolate treat or you have a sweet treat to calm down your nerves. That's what we do with children. If they're scared of something, they get an ice cream before they go anywhere. So allow your body to have these treats, and over time you start healing and you start noticing, oh, actually I'm fine, I don't really feel this craving right now. But it will take a while. It took me a while, and I still, sometimes if I'm in a stressful situation, I still feel like, ooh, okay, now it's kicking in again. You know, my adrenal glands get activated again and they are in this imbalance. So I give myself the treat, I give myself the fig or whatever I want, an apple, that doesn't put any stress on your digestive system. What really puts stress on your body is if your blood sugar levels is going down rapidly, if you have too much adrenaline in your body, because adrenaline is something that should be in your body just if you are in a fight and flight mode situation. You need to jump out of the window, you have hurt your leg, you don't need to feel the pain, there's a fire breaking out, you need to save your life. Yeah, this is where adrenaline is for. It's not for being in our body on a daily basis, because we are so stressed, we are overworked, we don't listen to our body anymore. Then adrenaline is highly erosive to our blood vessels. It puts a lot of stress on our digestion. It's very acid. You just imagine like liquid battery. Yeah, this is how adrenaline is actually for our body. It should be on the drug list, very, very high up. Way before any kind of coffee or tobacco or even other illegal drugs, adrenaline is such a powerful drug that we can get addicted to, and that we are addicted to, not only if you want to jump out of airplanes and do bungee jumping or things like that, but also just the daily kick. Think about Facebook or checking your mail every 5 minutes. Thank you for watching, guys. I have one question and one invitation for you. First, the invitation is, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and then share it with a person. Share it through Facebook, share it through YouTube. Share it with a person that you think is affected by this as well and that you want to support with this information, and just express your caring. Write a nice note with it. I thought about you, maybe this can help you, something like that. Just help to spread the knowledge if this resonates with you. That was the invitation, and now the question for you is, what do you like me to make videos about? What's on your wish list? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I wish you a beautiful day and I see you in the next video. Bye bye. Flies! I had flies! By the way, it's 35 degrees in here. You know, I'm super sweaty. I can't even concentrate. So if you hear me stumbling or something like that, it's because of the heat and the flies.